Friends, we are gathered this morning for the 14th convocation of CEPT University. The university will confer degrees on students who have completed their program of study during the academic session 2017-18. It will also confer awards won during that period. On this special occasion, I'm very happy to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Geet Sethi. I think most of you must know who he is, but let me tell you a little bit more about him. Here's a short introduction to start with. Geet Sethi is a 9-time Q Sport world champion, having won 8 world billiards titles and 1 World Snooker Masters title. He has been awarded the Arjun Award, Rajiv Khel Ratna Award, and the Padma Shri. He is also co-founder of Olympic Gold Quest, a not-for-profit foundation supporting Indian athletes who have the potential to win Olympic medals for India. He has also authored a book, Success versus Joy, which is an inspirational book on mind control. Now friends, this is the short 50-word introduction that he sent me. He's a modest person. This is how he introduces himself. Let me fill in a little bit of detail for you. My memory is a bit hazy, so I might make a few mistakes. Correct me later on if I make some mistakes. Geet is an Ahmedabad boy. For those of us who are from Ahmedabad, he's an Ahmedabad boy. He grew up here and he studied at St. Xavier's High School, Loyola Hall. So those of you who are from Xavier's, he started his work in sports, his sort of passion for sports started early. From the ages 10 to 15, he was a competitive swimmer. So swimming was his first sport that he took up from ages 10 to 15. At the age of 15, he ended up becoming state champion for swimming. Let me just explain how this worked for him. And the reason why he's here is because in him we see a person who started early, focused, and worked hard. You do not achieve excellence without doing that. From the ages 10 to 15, he would cycle from Shaibagh airport, where his home was, to school, and he would go back in the evening at 4 o'clock to Shaibagh, then come back cycling at 8 o'clock to the stadium swimming pool, and for 1 hour do practice for swimming. That's 40 kilometers of cycling, and then whatever you do for your sport. And this went on for many years, and he became state champion. At the age of 15, he was also participating in table tennis competitions and badminton competitions in school, but that was a side sport. At the age of 13, he took up billiards. The reason he took up billiards was because in Ellisbridge Gymkhana, which is a club there, the children were not allowed in the billiards room. Of course, therefore it was attractive, and therefore he wanted to play there. And he took up billiards and started playing billiards. At the age of 15, when he was in the 11th standard, he became a junior national champion. I think this is when he got a little shook up and understood that he was seriously talented, and he started working even harder. In 1981, he won both the junior as well as the senior championship in billiards. He defeated Michael Ferreira, who had just become world champion. And that is when he realized that he wanted to be really serious about this sport. He became 85 is when he got his first world championship, and till now he has got 8 world billiard titles and 1 snooker masters title. So that's his story. He started early, focused, worked hard, pushed himself. He had talent, but all the rest is finally what matters. And he pushed himself towards excellence. This is something that we keep saying here. We have to push ourselves if we want to be excellent. But he didn't stop there, because once he had pushed himself to the top, he started in 2001 Olympic Gold Quest, a not-for-profit, to help other sports persons who had the potential of winning an Olympic gold medal. He started helping them. He started this effort with Mr. Prakash Padukone, another sports person who you might know for other reasons than his sporting. And they have now been joined also by Vishwanathan Anand. What they do is find funding to support sports persons who have the potential to win Olympic medals, but they support them by giving them very high-end mentoring, plus, of course, support of various other sorts. The measure of their success is that in the London Olympics, out of the 6 medal winners, 4 of them were supported by OGQ. The other person who they supported and who did really well is PV Sindhu. They started supporting her when she was 14 years old, and even today their support to her continues. Presently, there are 200 athletes, sports persons, who receive some form of support or the other from OGQ, and this is with an eye on medals for the 2024 and 2028 Olympics. So here you have a person who pushed himself, excelled, came to the top, and the next thing he does is turns around and starts helping everybody else. So exemplary life, excellent work. I'm also extremely honored that Geet happens to be my schoolmate. He's from my class. So we went to primary school together, and it's a great honor, Geet, to have you here. Welcome once again. It's also my pleasure to welcome our chairman, Sanjay Lalbhai. Sanjay Bhai is also well known and highly respected business leader. As chairman and managing director of Arvind Mills, Arvind Limited, Sanjay Bhai led Arvind in its quest to become one of the largest manufacturers of woven textiles in India and one of the largest denim fabric manufacturers in the world. Sanjay Bhai is also the present-day torchbearer of a remarkable tradition of enlightened and far-sighted civic leadership in Ahmedabad. This civic leadership is over a century old. Long before the concept of corporate social responsibility became a business buzzword, it is this tradition of civic-minded business leaders supporting noble, strategic, and far-reaching causes that has allowed Ahmedabad to play a far bigger role in the life of our nation than Ahmedabad's size or economy warrants. Sanjay Bhai is deeply interested and involved in higher level education and research. He is president of Ahmedabad Education Society and is involved in many other institutions such as Ahmedabad University, Ahmedabad Textile Industries Research Association, and the Physical Research Laboratory. Sanjay Bhai, we are thankful for the interest you take in the development of CEPT, and we are privileged to have you here today. Thank you very much. I'm also very happy to welcome the other members of the governing body, members of the Board of Management, faculty members, alumni and students of CEPT University. And last but not the least, I specially welcome all the parents of our students, particularly the parents and guests of the students who are graduating and winning awards today. It is indeed a special occasion. Today we honor the achievements of our students, and all of us at CEPT University are very happy that you are with us to share in our joy and pride. Now, as is customary, let me tell you something about CEPT University and what we have been up to in the last 1 year. Let me begin by saying something that you already know. CEPT University continues to be one of the finest institutions focused on architecture, planning, design, construction, and management of habitats. Should I say one of the finest, or should I say the best? The best, yes, it's the best university focused on these topics. It's the best because it has the most talented, most hardworking, most inspired students that any university has, correct? It has very experienced and very dedicated teachers, correct? And it has very hardworking people in the administration and in its staff. And it has a lovely campus. And many cherished traditions and a very bright future. It has a bright future because our faculty members, staff, visiting faculty members, and most importantly, our students are all continually striving towards excellence. Last month, this place where you're all seated, the Shreningbai Plaza, was the venue of our semester end exhibition. It was covered with fine examples of excellent student work. This time's exhibition was better than the one in summer, and the next one will be even better because we are all engaged in making it better. Please allow me to list a few of the many improvements that we have made or are in the process of making. Let me start with academic issues. The first thing, let me talk about the UG Foundation Program. We launched a consolidated foundation program for students of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Urban Design, Bachelor of Design, and Bachelor of Interior Design. We did this to ensure stronger development of foundational skills and to ensure the formation of good work habits in students at the beginning of their course of study at CEPT University. In just 2.5 years, the foundation program has emerged as a vital part of CEPT's undergraduate education. We have now inducted this program as a full faculty. Professor Samir Shah, who was previously Director CEPT Foundation Program, continues to lead this program now in the role of Dean of CEPT Foundation Program. This year, I'm extremely happy that we have also added the students of Bachelor of Construction Technology to the foundation program. Now it means all the students who join our undergraduate programs go through a common foundation program and build a common culture of excellence at CEPT. I'm sure that in the coming years, this will significantly improve education at CEPT, and particularly now with technology there, the technology education at CEPT. Second, the Foundation Studio in the Faculty of Planning's PG programs. 2 years ago, we introduce a new integrated semester-long foundation studio for all PG degrees in the Faculty of Planning. This too was done to ensure stronger development of foundation skills and good work habits in incoming students. This innovation has also yielded terrific results. The work of this time's foundation studio was exhibited in the semester end exhibition in our central space of the library, and let me tell you, everybody appreciated it immensely. It was excellent work. This year, we have added an important feature to this foundation studio, a field trip abroad at the end of the semester. So, this past December, all 150 students in the foundation studio went for a 1-week trip to Kuala Lumpur, where they studied and analyzed various aspects of urban development. We believe that visiting a developed city with proper infrastructure and planning and carefully studying it broadens our students' vision and equips them to see beyond the immediate constraints of Indian conditions. I'm certain that over the coming years, this exposure, this innovation will also contribute significantly to raising standards at CEPT University. Let me say something about studios. Since last 2 years, we have been focused on improving and consolidating studio-based learning at our university. First, let me explain what is studio-based learning for those of you who might not know it. In most fields of study, students attend lectures in different subjects and learn theories. They learn how to use these theories for problem solving when they go out into the real world. At CEPT, we do not follow this method. Students learn in studios where they have to tackle lifelike problems and where teachers guide them in problem solving. By doing this, we ensure that students think from first principles and are not limited by the theories that they have learned in class. Since last 2 years, we have been focused on improving and consolidating studio-based learning at our university. The effort started with level 2 studios, second and third years, in architecture, design, and urban design programs. Since then, we have transformed level 3 studios, and now the effort is underway for postgraduate studios in architecture and design. I compliment all the people, particularly Teaching Learning Center, who are shepherding this process, and all the teachers who are involved in this process of improvement. Last semester, Faculty of Technology also adopted the studio-based system of learning. By doing this, we intend to build truly innovative technocrats who think from first principles and who are not fazed by previously unknown problems. This is not a new idea. Long back, when I had newly joined as president, I had asked Rasubai, our former director, about what was unique about our Faculty of Technology. He said that the initial idea of setting up the Faculty of Technology was to train engineers through studio-based learning. But over the years, the idea got diluted and lost. I'm very glad to note that not only has the idea come back, the results are very promising. Those of you from the design schools who saw the technology exhibition, I'm sure are shivering and wondering how you're going to keep up with their level of excellence. I'm certain that we are going to revolutionize, by doing this, we are going to revolutionize the way that engineers are taught. So, compliments to everybody involved in transforming Faculty of Technology to studio-based learning. We have also created a new faculty of CEPT short programs with the intention of starting multidisciplinary short duration diploma and degree programs aimed at young practitioners and students. Professor Bimal Patel, who has taken charge as Dean of CEPT Short Programs, and Professor Bhargav Advaju are building its first program, the CEPT Cities program. This year-long program will admit young architects, planners, engineers, and designers from across the world and teach them how to tackle complex urban development projects in countries such as ours. Graduates from this program will find placements in leading urban planning and urban development firms across India. We are also doing a number of other things to keep tab on the quality of work that our students are producing. We are doing this because we believe that the quality of education imparted by any institution can only be measured by assessing the quality of work that its students are producing. All other measures, such as accomplishments of its teachers or the quality of its campus and infrastructure or the accomplishments of its alumni, can be highly misleading. The only thing that matters is what the students are producing. To keep a tab on this, the first thing we do is to hold a semester end exhibition where all the work of the students is admitted, not just the best work, all the work. By doing this, we ensure that everyone, other students, other teachers, professionals, everyone is able to see what is being produced and praise it if it is good and critique it if it is of poor quality. These semester end exhibitions, as you well know, are becoming well known and are now being visited not only by local professionals but by students and teachers from across the country. I'm waiting till we get people from across the world. Second, the university has also formed formal boards of review to review the work produced by our students and to give feedback to tutors and the university. Leading academics not connected with CEPT and practicing professionals from across the country are invited to be on these boards. Last month, 30 leading professionals from across the country visited CEPT to review the work put up in the exhibition. Their feedback is extremely valuable for continually improving education at CEPT. I'm very thankful for the service that all these board of reviewers give to the university. Third, we have also started a new tradition of giving special excellence awards to the best work produced at CEPT. The work of award winners is also exhibited in a special exhibition at the beginning of the following semester, somewhere in the beginning of the following semester. This semester, the Excellence Awards will recognize 10 students' projects and 5 studio units that were conducted in Monsoon 2019. I believe that's happening on the 24th. CEPT Essay Prize. In 2018, CEPT University instituted the annual CEPT Essay Prize, which was open to students and recent graduates worldwide. The aim of this initiative is to make meaningful contribution to the world of architectural writing. 120 entries were received on this year's theme of dwelling in Asian cities. The jury comprised Romi Khosla, an architect and writer from Delhi, Professor Tridip Surud, historian from Ahmedabad, and Adnan Morshed, architect from Dhaka. Fahad Zuberi, a student graduating today, won the first prize this year. Congratulations, Fahad. The 10 best essays will be published as a book by CEPT University Press. Recognizing excellence in teaching and administration work. Our university can achieve excellence only when each one of us strives for excellence in our own efforts, whether it's teaching, research, administration, communication, or as simple as keeping our campus clean. I would like to recognize the following people who have set an example of excellence through their work. These are all people who over the last 1 year have been appraised as excellent and demonstrated their commitment to the university and love for excellence through the work they have done. Anita Ben Hiranandani, Professor Anil Shah, Professor Gauri Bharat, Professor Sejal Patel, Professor Vishal Mehta, Hansaben Goel, and Ajit Parmar. I'm sure that their example will inspire all of us to strive for excellence. Scholarships. As you know, at CEPT we strive to ensure that meritorious students are able to afford an education here regardless of their financial standing. In 2018-19, the university spent 5.9 crores towards student financial aid. This year, we have budgeted rupees 6.5 crores for the same. This is not enough. Alongside our budgetary allocation, our Student Scholarship Fund provides us additional resources to ensure this. I'm very thankful to DLF, A. Sridhar Group, PSP Projects, and Making a Difference for their notable contribution to the Student Scholarship Fund last year. A few batches of our alumni have pledged batch scholarships, and I'm pleased that the 68 batch of undergraduate architecture program has reached its goal of rupees 15 lakhs. Their batch scholarship will start next year. I hope that many more individual and corporate donors will consider contributing to this fund. CEPT Archives and CEPT Press. In the last 1 year, CEPT Archives has acquired complete archives of two major architects, architect Hasmukh Patel and architect Kamal Mangaldas. The archives is working on digitization of the records before it becomes available on its website. The University Press is about to publish the Ahmedabad cross-section with support from the Government of Gujarat's Department of Tourism. About endowments. Many of CEPT's activities and initiatives are made possible because of the generous support it receives from donations and CSR funds. Individuals, alumni, and corporate donors have been kind to us in the past year. I'd like to thank Kajaria Ceramics, PSP Projects, Electrotherm, and many individuals who have made significant contributions. In particular, I'd like to thank the Gujral Foundation, led by Mohit and Firoz Gujral, for their phenomenal partnership on the Sculpture Park and the CEPT Gujral Excellence Awards. Infrastructure. Last year at this time, I had mentioned that the construction on the new academic building had already started. I'm pleased to share that the new building is now completed and the CEPT Foundation program has moved into the new space and have started using it. This has added 40,000 square feet of new teaching space to our university. Alongside, construction has also commenced for a 450-seat lecture hall. A leading real estate company in the city, B. Safal, has pledged rupees 5 crores towards the construction of this lecture hall. CEPT is deeply grateful for this very generous donation from Mr. Rajesh Brambhat of B. Safal. Thank you very much, Rajesh. I'm just coming to the end. Oh, this is launch of new university research pool grants. CEPT University has recently introduced the University Research Pool Grant. The objective is to support faculty members by providing direct financial assistance for taking up research projects and publishing their output. A total of 21 proposals were received, and the committee, led by the provost, has approved 13 research projects. The URP amount of 45 lakhs allocated for the academic year 2019 will be utilized by 17 faculty members whose projects have been approved. So congratulations to all the people who won this funding. CEPT University had has also served as knowledge partner to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for developing and delivering training on local area plans and town planning schemes under their capacity building program. Officers from selected 25 cities in India have got training in this. The next phase of the program, the ministry has empaneled CEPT as one of the anchor institutes to support city and state governments with improving urban planning and related regulatory frameworks. CEPT University is also selected as one of the 5 India Consortia partners for the India-Netherlands Collaborative Project, Water for Change, jointly funded by the Department of Science and Technology and Netherlands Organization of Scientific Research. Dr. Monayer will lead the project from CVAS as principal investigator. Finally, let me say thanks to 2 very special people. First of all, Professor Phatak, Dean of the Faculty of Planning, has ended his term as Dean just a few weeks back. Everyone has unequivocally told me that his able leadership has contributed immensely to the development of the faculty. As you all know, Professor Phatak used to come in for a few days from Bombay. Must have been very tiring. Thank you, Professor Phatak, for all the hard work that you have put in and the great service that you have done for the university. I'm happy that though you have given up your position, you're going to continue collaborating on many of the things that we do here, so we are not going to let you go that easy. I would also like to thank Professor Srivatsan. Sometime last year, Professor Srivatsan expressed his desire to be closer to home, which is Chennai, and to step down from the position of academic director. I reluctantly accepted his request to reduce the level of engagement in Ahmedabad. But then, like a good Gujarati, I made him another offer. And I said, why don't you start a research center here so that you keep coming here and we keep benefiting from your many, many abilities. So last year, he has started the new research center on architecture and urbanism at CRDF. As academic director, over the last 5 years, he played a crucial role in helping formulate and implement many of the things that I've been talking about here. He has supported me and everybody else in putting in place a new structure, high quality review systems from the boards of review, and has overseen the excellent semester end exhibitions. He has mentored the archives and the press and many, many other initiatives. I am deeply thankful personally and on behalf of the university for all the work that Professor Srivatsan has put in as academic director, and I'm pleased that he continues to be engaged with us. Once you come here, you can't get away. As a result of changes to the organizational structure, the title of academic director, which earlier was held by Professor Srivatsan, has changed to provost. Professor Tridip Surud, who had been the head of CEPT archives, has taken charge as CEPT's provost. There are 2 other positions created to support the provost. One of them is provost academics, who will look at all taught programs. And the other is deputy provost research, who will look at research programs, including the doctoral program. We have filled one position. Chirayu Bhatt, who you all know, has taken charge as deputy provost academics. And I am absolutely certain that Professor Tridip Surud and Chirayu Bhatt are going to do a fantastic job. In fact, already they are doing an outstanding job of shepherding the university. So a big round of applause for these 2 gentlemen. One last point. Very soon, you're all going to be newly minted alums of the university. The alumni office has put together a welcome package for you with an alumni card and a token that will remind you of this day. As you go out over the next few years, there may be many instances when you need support of the university or need some old document or would like to connect with someone in a new city. Please do not hesitate to reach out to the alumni office for any kind of help. Also, as and when time permits, please come back and share your experiences with other students. Finally, before I return to the program at hand, I want to remind all of us that without the hard work of the faculty members, both permanent and visiting, and the staff of CEPT University, none of the developments that I'm talking about would have been possible. I sincerely thank all our faculty members. I am sure that all the students also want to thank you. A round of applause for all the faculty members itself. This morning, a total of 484 students will receive their degrees. Many awards will be conferred. On behalf of my colleagues, deans, faculty members, staff, and myself, I congratulate all those receiving degrees and awards. All of us wish you all the very best in life and hope that you will make the most of all the opportunities that it presents to you. In doing so, you will make us proud. We also hope that you will stay in touch and keep coming back to your alma mater. Thank you very much.